Let's begin seated comfortably, hips on heels, and the knees together, backs of the hands resting on the thighs. Pull the belly in, squeeze pelvic floor muscles and lift. Inhale with the eyes shut down. Even with your eyes shut down, taking the visual focus right to the center of the forehead. Some ujjayi breaths even with bandhas engaged. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Let's begin to roll the shoulders back and down. You blink open your eyes. And come on to hands and knees. We'll sweep. It'll look like the right to you, but it's the left. I want my wrist in line with the outside of my knee, and then I'll take my fingertips, this arm, the one on top, to the wrist, slide it up to the elbow, across the collarbone, and lift, and we'll lift that leg off the floor, and take the hand into the foot. Extend, almost like a half moon. The belly tight, making sure this bottom side is pressed toward the screen. See if you can lift the heel. Nice job. And then take that top arm, that top leg can come down. We'll sweep through, almost like a little revolved pigeon type thing here. Nice job. Let's walk center, come across the other way. We're going to sweep the other hand around in line with the outside of that knee. Find me in a half moon on the knee. Bring the hand, the foot to the stretch. More half moon. Down. Taking this stretch. Nice job. Very good. So the timed portion of our warm-up, of our workout, coming your way. We'll do that. Our timing is 50 seconds work, 40 seconds for the yoga pose. So this is a HIIT, high intensity interval training combo fusion with yoga. Normally in HIIT, when you would take your rest, we will do a yoga pose. We are gonna use dumbbells, and you can go pretty heavy on today's workout with your dumbbells. I have 15-pound ones over here. So we'll start with a deadlift. Side one, and 50 seconds on the clock. It's going to be a single leg deadlift. If you're more comfortable, you can do 2 rounds of deadlifts. Just want to keep the back flat and your head, you see the floor at the bottom, you see what's in front of you at the top because your head isn't moving around in your deadlift. So you can always do 1 dumbbell or 2. I'll show you with 1 to start. I've got my left foot down. It'll look like the right, but mirror image. And it's almost like coming into Warrior 3. Goal is to keep all that energy in the left foot, grounding us down in that 1 foot that's planted anyway. Come back. You can use 2 dumbbells, 1 in each hand. I want to point the toes in just a little bit. Instead of letting them come out, you might want to bring it inward. So this isn't really about speed. Let's work on the breath. Nice job. So your hands can be on the dumbbell or on a block or the mat, and we'll just open up toward the screen. 40 seconds to get there and stay in that half moon. I'm actually up on my fingertips on that hand that's down on the floor. With that hard flex and that floating foot and the belly tight. Get up when you feel ready. Seven seconds. Very gently coming out of that half moon, picking up your dumbbells. We're gonna do an underhand grip, bent over row. So the belly's tight and you bend over, floating the chest and the torso parallel to the floor, and then you bring your knees in, and underhand grip row. So if you need to look at yourself in the mirror or something, I always say, stand to where the side, you're looking into the side, so you can keep your neck from looking up like that. You want to keep that straight line in the spine, even if it's a diagonal line from the crown of the head down toward your tailbone. Two seconds. And we'll go into a forward fold, so I would go hip width with the feet and then maybe tuck the hands underneath the feet. Use the backs of your hands pressing into the mat so you can lift your heels a little bit. Take the weight into your toes. Here comes Lotus. He's always the star of the show. We're here for 15 more seconds, so if you can, you'll have your thighs, ribs touching. Nice job. Then we've got the other side. I'm just going to turn the other way. Make sure I do the right side. I thought turning would help me remember what side I was supposed to do. It'll look like the right, this time it's the right leg that's planted. Left foot that's single leg deadlift. You hear the bell, we'll have that half moon. Nice job. I like to use the kettlebell. So we'll try this dumbbell. It gives you that little instability on the hand, but a little height. Ooh. Be very careful. Keep that core strength going. Don't rely on any weight in that hand on something that's moving. Something that's almost on wheels. 7 seconds. Very good. Let's come out of that. You're going to want to put your, gently move your kettlebell or your dumbbell. Go into a plank and step back. Then we'll reach. Opposite hand. Reaching. Try not to let the torso twist through your reach. Working on that breath. Sitting the wrists back under the shoulder. When you come back. Nine seconds. And then we're going to drop the knees. Take the knees kind of wide. Toes can be touching. Child's pose. Let's press that heart forward. Sit the shoulder blades back and down. So it's almost as if the fingertips are trying to pull that mat toward you. 15 more seconds, and then you're going to want to make sure everything's out of your way. I'll probably turn to the side. You don't have to. So you're gonna come back into plank, and you can either tap or give me plank jacks. Keep it up. "25 seconds, halfway there." "10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's come down all the way to our stomach. You're gonna take the right hand to the right foot and the left hand to the left foot for your bow pose. Release out and come in when you need to. Try to keep those knees from pulling apart away from each other. Ooh. Nice job. And we get a little bit of a rest in 2 seconds. Beautiful. 30 seconds rest. We got 3 rounds of the hard stuff tonight, so ooh. Definitely do it twice. Hearing class, we go through at least a couple of them twice. You're gonna start out in plank, and you're gonna take one side and tap the knee into the tricep. If you want to add a little more, you can put a push-up in there. Step back. Keep that up, 50 seconds. So you might do a few of just the tap, step back to plank. Every so often, add in a push-up. All right, take that leg that you're moving, send it under the body, bend the opposite knee, and turn yourself up for your Kamatkarasana. Open the heart. Use those fingertips that are on the mat. That was the first round. I'm looking at the clock. It's not fair that I get to do that. I want you to look at your fingertips of that top arm. Woo. And lift this opposite side of that, lift that hip. Gosh. Okay. Very gently, you're coming out of that and you're grabbing your heavy, your dumbbell or your kettlebell. You got it. Kind of nervous about this one, not holding it from the grip. Those are clipped on, but we don't need them to come off. So kettlebell swing, we want to use force, a little bit of speed. I never go over where the eyebrows are. We want to focus on getting that thrust through the hips. It's like you're trying to hit your fanny and then come forward. Power. That core and cardio. One move. All right. We're gonna step it in. I'm gonna go a little bit at an angle, toes are touching. Try to keep your knees lined up with each other. Chest lifted. Bring the hands to the heart if it serves you better. If you notice one knee coming outward, try to adjust your hips, keep your belly pulled in. 10 seconds. sometimes that helps us keep our chest lifted. All right, high knees. So we're gonna come over to the 1, 2 on the mat, take it across, 1, 2, other side of the mat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then wide legs, grounding the feet. Lead with the rib cage toward the thighs for a wide forward fold, wide leg forward fold. Pull that belly button in and lift to the very top of the back of the leg upward. More rounds, and we rest for 30 seconds. All right. Step back to plank, take the other side, side 2. Tap your knee to your tricep. Add a push-up anytime you feel like you need to. And then that side of that knee that's moving, that comes under the body. Then the other knee, lift that heel. Push the feet under the floor, lift the hips, lift the heart. Whew. Next one, we're gonna do crow prep and jump backs. You can actually go into the crow if it's part of your practice. And if it's not yet, we're just starting with the hands here on the mat, flat, and then lifting up, and then hopping back, crouching, coming back up. Coming into crow, you're gonna try to land in Chaturanga Dandasana, so at the bottom of a push-up, as opposed to ending it in plank. When you jump back, scrub forward with your hands on that mat. It's practice, that's for sure. As long as it's your intention. And crow will be our last one. Release when you're ready. 30 seconds. 7 seconds and you're in Navasana. Grab that kettlebell dumbbell if you've been using anything for weight. I'm coming into boat. I'm going to take one leg. And then the other side. Go back to the original side. You can put your hands down if you need to. 4 on the other. Squeeze the knees into the chest. That's a tough one. Belly tight, keep the chest lifted. Extend. There's some drama going on here. Keep those legs together. You can stay in it for 14 more seconds, or take your time coming to the mat. So we're going to start in plank, and now we're bringing the elbows in, lowering down for chaturanga, and then we'll come into cobra. So press the chest forward, let the legs go onto the mat. All you do here is lower down with all that strength into the hands, lift the knees and lower the head, lower the crown. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. I'm going to turn, you don't have to. Just for 13 more seconds. Just so you can see from the side. Nice job. Downward facing dog. No, sorry, plank. Plank. Those fingertips in it. Just gonna move forward, stay right where you are. If you're gonna need a little break, you can take one. So we're gonna be in plank a little bit longer. So now from plank, you're gonna go to the top of those feet. And then you're just gonna pull that floor towards you with the top of the feet and release. Pull it towards you as you pull backward with your hands. And release. It's like you're trying to bring that floor into itself. Tops of the feet and the hands. Come out when you need to. When you're ready, you can keep doing that until the bell, or come on now into downward facing dog. Whew. In down dog, press those heels down toward the floor, stretching the calves. Lift the stomach muscles up toward the ceiling through your back. As the hips sink and the hands press the floor away, bringing the rib cage towards the thighs. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. And find your breath. And with your stomach muscles tight, you're going to slightly lift one of your legs and drive the foot through for lunges. Jumping lunges, so you'll keep your hands on the mat for support. You want to lift the stomach muscles through the back in your transition, in that jump. Lunge, pump, switch, lunge, switch, switch. Try to get that foot placed exactly where you would want it for a lunge by lifting that belly up. Woo. Load up those shoulders. Look forward just a little bit as you switch. Woo. You can step through it. We're gonna keep that right leg in the front. So side one, whatever side one you're doing, in the front. Remember your mirror image of me, or a mirror image of you. We just have one more thing. It's going to be mountain climbers followed by pigeon on the other side. So we'll come up from a plank position and drive those knees up toward the chest, tapping the toes. You can do it. This is it. Whew. Twenty more seconds. Keep the belly tight. Whew. 5 seconds. And side two. For your pigeon. 40 seconds. Let the low back release as you let the hip bones drop toward the floor. So that's your HIIT yoga fusion portion. We certainly want to do that part twice, right? So maybe go backwards, pick two of them. Pick two of those five exercise sequences, or all of them, whatever, however long you're in for today for the tough stuff, or stack it onto a nice long walk in nature, a flow, and definitely meditation. Let's go ahead and take a little breath now. So what I'd like you to do now, if you need to roll up a mat or grab a pillow or a bolster, we're going to use something under our arm, and it doesn't have to be anything. You can keep your hand engaged. Your left hand, so it's again mirror image, but look like the right, but I'm going to go ahead and do this the correct way. You just realize that it looks like the wrong hand. So my left hand is in my lap, palm facing up. Right hand is directly in front of my face. And I'm sitting comfortably with my spine and tailbone in alignment, belly pulled in. You'll need to keep your eyes open so you can see what's going on, but at some point you can shut down your eyes, and we'll end the practice with this breath work tonight. If we keep our heel of our hand in line with the chin, exhaling all of our air from our nostrils, let's plug the right nostril with our thumb, okay, and then let go. And then take your pinky to the left nostril and let go. So you're going to alternate between that, and I'm just going to go with you for 3 or 4 or 5 breaths after I get done describing it, and then you can continue as long as you like. So you'll start with exhaling, closing off right, inhale, close off right nostril, and exhale very gently through your left nostril. Inhale through your left nostril. Close off the left nostril with your pinky and release your thumb from your right nostril and exhale gently from your right nostril. Inhale from your right nostril. Close off your right nostril with your thumb. Release the pinky from the left and very gently exhale left nostril. Inhale left nostril. Close off left with pinky. Release thumb from right. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close off right. Release from left and exhale left. Inhale left. Close off left with pinky. Release thumb from right. Exhale very gently right. Inhale right. Switch. Exhale left. Inhale left. Switch. Exhale right. Inhale right. Switch. Exhale left. And you can complete that as many times as you like. What you'll want to do is always start with an exhalation from the left nostril, and always, at least for this practice, there are other alternate nostril breathing techniques, but for this one you'll start by an exhalation from the left and end with an exhalation from the left. And you can go through that as many times as possible, maybe working up to 25 very slow, controlled breaths. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for putting yourself a priority and making yourself come out of this shelter very much stronger, paying attention to your body's needs and working out and strengthening yourself, because we're all part of society. You're part of it, I'm part of it, and I want us all to come back stronger. And so I thank you for doing your part. Divine light in me, can't wait to see you again. Namaste.